Right, Celtic return to Premiership action this midweek when they take on Kilmarnock at Rugby Park. It's looking like a pretty tough return for Neil Lennon's team. Obviously the first time we've been in action in the league since we lost to Rangers at the end of last month. The Partick Thistle game probably left us feeling a little bit more worried than we were before. We probably, given the way we started the game, we probably expected to win that by a few goals and set ourselves up nicely.
I suppose if we'd get a Stonewall penalty, it would have made a bit of difference.
Yeah, it's a separate video, that sounds like. We won't go, won't go into that at this point. But in terms of the Kilmarnock game, we're just going to sit down and work out a predicted 11.
Yep.
Worth saying, giving away the secret, we're doing this on Monday afternoon. Neil Lennon hasn't met the press for his pre-match press conference yet. He will probably almost certainly at that point go through some of the players that will and won't make the game. So if we sound a little bit outdated here, don't worry too much. And we'll just run through the team. Obviously, we're going to start with Fraser Forster in nets. That's not exactly surprising.
No.
He's started every game. I would expect him to start every game he's fit between now and the end of the season.
I would think so, yep.
Because, Lennon's already shown against Thistle that he's not up for taking Forster out for any game. So that's pretty much nailed on. In terms of the back four, I believe you had a wee bit of information on Christopher Ayer. Is he expected
He's
to be back?
expected to be back. Lennon actually said after the game that he's going to be back in training. One of our other writers on 67hillhill.com, which everybody should read, also told us that he's going to be back in training. So I would imagine where other defensive problems that Christopher Ayer will be back in the team. Joseph Simonimich, of course, came on as a sub on Saturday. I thought he was a bit ropey. The manager disagreed, but he can't play in plastic pitches anyway usually, so he'll not be playing. So I think it'll be the usual centre-back pairing.
So it'll be Julian
and Ayer.
The two Chris's. Julian, I noticed, was giving himself quite a hard time after the game, after that mistake. For him, he seems to be a guy who, he's been a really good signing, but he seems to be a bit of a drama queen in terms of dwelling.
He wears his
heart
on his sleeve, I think.
He does, positively and negatively. So hopefully he gets over that and the two of them can get back to performing
a big
together.
game for they two, because Ayer especially didn't have the best game against Rangers, so looking for them to come back in form against Kelly.
Yeah. In terms of the two fullbacks, do you expect the same two, Frimpong and Taylor, to play as did at the weekend?
Well, I would, but then we don't know if Neil Lennon will, because I think Frimpong's first choice now until Elhamid gets back. He's out again, so it'll be Frimpong. I would play Greg Taylor because obviously he's used to playing at Kilmarnock, but then I don't know, because you know that the manager likes Bolingoli and he likes Hayes. What would your
I think the
guess
fact
be?
For me, and this will be a theme as we go through the team, but I think you've got to take a lot from the way he set the team up on Saturday. I think that was the first game back after the break in Dubai and seeing a lot of these players, and it was a fresh start for a lot of players. And I think the fact that Greg Taylor played on Saturday says, to me personally, that's Neil Lennon's number one left back as we speak. I don't think he's completely written Bolingoli off from that one display against Rangers, but I think the fact he started Greg Taylor means that Greg Taylor will start again. The other side, Frimpong's not even debatable. He'll start the game on the right, and for me, Greg Taylor on the left. I'm
leaning towards Greg Taylor, so Taylor and Frimpong, the fullbacks.
Right, midfield, talk me through it.
Well, Brown and McGregor always play, so they'll play. I think due to sort of, we don't know if we're counting midfield / attack type of thing, Ryan Christie's still out, of course.
Let's talk formations first.
Yes.
Do you think, you might have seen the game different for me on Saturday. I saw it almost as, a back four, Brown and McGregor in front of them, and Cham and Rogic almost in front of that, and then Griffiths and Edouard.
Now, that sort of 4-2-2-2. So
like,
John Barnes type of thing.
Well, it's before my time. I wouldn't pretend to know that, but that's how I saw it. Anyone else at the game could have seen it differently from me. I don't know how it's been reported or been out the loop, but do you see that 4-2-2-2 continuing?
I would hope not, because I think we're more comfortable with wingers and our usual either 4-3-3 or 4-2-2. It's usually 4-3-3, what was already up front. But then
we did miss width at the weekend.
We did miss width. Johnson's meant to be back in training. There's been no word in Forest.
Would you throw either of them in on a plastic pitch?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
There'll be no El Yunusi,
No El
obviously,
Yunusi.
either. Shved seems miles out of
Shved
it.
will not play. He'll not bring him in for a game in a plastic pitch.
So does that lead you to think that we'll see that?
I think we'll try and sort of toughen up the midfield, and I think Cham will play again. And I think Rogic played too well against. I know it was only Thistle, but I thought he was a man of the match basically.
Certainly second half I thought he was excellent. I thought he was back to the old
Aye.
Tom Rogic, and I feel like Tom Rogic now, similar to Leigh Griffiths, he almost needs a run of games. He almost needs to have a hand put on his shoulder and say, look, I believe in you, this is your chance.
See, when he
perform.
played before he dropped out of the team again, that was when we were playing well. Like we beat Ross County 6-0. He played, I think, when we beat Aberdeen 4-0. So I would play Rogic because I know he's maybe not as good as he used to be a couple of years ago, and I don't know if he's a favourite, I would say, Neil Lennon, especially compared to the likes of Brown, Christie, McGregor, Forrest. And he's a replacement for Christie. I don't think he'll score the number of goals Christie will, but I mean, we don't know when Christie's coming back. It's been weirdly quiet about that.
Well, he's obviously suspended.
He's suspended anyway, but I mean, we don't know when he's going to be back. Yeah. So this could be a chance for Rogic to get a run, and I think Cham will play because on that plastic pitch, I mean, it's not going to be easy, and Cham can sometimes get stuck in, win the ball in the middle of the park, and sort of recycle it to Rogic. Interestingly, McGregor was sort of playing on the left at times on Saturday, sort of helping Taylor. That was unexpected, but you can't say it didn't work because he did score even though it took a deflection.
He did seem to have more freedom than a lot of them. I mean, Cham was playing out in the right, Rogic was going all
everywhere.
Over, so it was a weird formation. I'm not entirely sure it worked. I know we won the game against Partick Thistle and we created a few chances, especially in the first half. But I'm not overly,
No, I'm not sure myself. But at the time of recording, we don't know how many wingers we're going to have fit.
Yeah. Well, if you've got one, say it's only James Forrest that's fit, you're not going to play James Forrest on the right and then no wing on the left, because then you'll be completely lopsided. So for me, just the fact that El Yunusi's going to be missing, Shved's not going to be there, pretty much sure of that. Forrest and Johnson seem to be in the same kind of boat, and I don't think he would put either in. I could be wrong. I mean, he loves James Forrest, but I don't think he would put both in on the plastic pitch in a return.
It's too much a gamble.
That's what makes me think that he'll do this 4-2-2.
So it'll be in Cham and Rogic again?
I think it has to be, but I think it'll be that kind of same fluidity as there was at the weekend when...
But Brown will be the sort of the defensive midfielder. McGregor and Cham will sort of switch about, and Rogic will be sort of the Christie role.
Possibly. And then obviously...
But he can sort of drift about as well.
Yeah.
Type of thing,
And obviously you're talking up front as well. For me, I think he'll do the same again. I think you've got to look at the way... the fact he set up, as I said, with Taylor, that first game after the break, first game after that defeat to Rangers, and the way he threw both Griffiths and Edouard in. Did it work totally? I'm not sure. They had a couple of good link-up moments. The goal springs to mind, but also the chance Edouard missed a few minutes later when Griffiths put him in. That springs to mind. But did that work overall? I'm not totally sure, but could it happen again? I think you probably will see both start. Could be massively wrong. We could be looking like idiots right now, but I think he might start.
No, I think he will. I think he will as well. I mean, that was a big vote of confidence for Griffiths. I know there'd been talk in the press about him starting, and I thought, I don't know, will he? But then he did. It was his first domestic start since August. I know he played against Cluj, but that game was sort of dead rubber. He didn't get much service or anything. But no, I thought he played well. They did. The partnership, I don't know, it's hard to judge because, number one, we're playing Thistle. Number two, they've hardly played that often together.
They're apparently really good in Dubai.
Aye, that's Lennon was talking about that they worked on it, aye. And it was interesting because at times Edouard was sort of floating over in the wing, which he's done before.
Played much deeper. I noticed that he was dropping really deep to get the ball, and that was okay because Griffiths was always in behind. But I don't know about you, but Edouard is frustrating the life out of me at the moment.
He's taking far too many touches.
Far too many touches. I don't know why. I don't know if it comes from a lackadaisical attitude. I don't know if it's because he's getting too big for his boots or whatever. But he's just.
I think it's just the way he's always played.
But he wasn't earlier on in the season.
No,
I
think he might have been. I mean, it's obviously I've noticed it more in the games before the break when he's. And against Rangers as well. I mean, that goal he scored was a bit of a fluky one. But, I mean, he'll play, obviously, because he's our best striker. But I don't know. We seem to, as a team overall, we've got this obsession with scoring the perfect goal.
Yeah.
I mean, the goal on Saturday, the second goal was like just a pot shot and took a deflection.
Yeah.
The first goal was actually a good move, even though a Thistle player did deflect it into Griffiths. But I mean, we seem to have a thing in the games before the break, especially. No, the Rangers one, but the other ones, like St Mirren, we score a goal early on, then we spend the next 50, 60 minutes sort of trying to score the perfect goal, and it's not worked. And I was hoping that when we played two up front, that would change, but it didn't.
Yeah.
But we'll just need to wait and see if it changes on Wednesday, because it's a must-win game.
It is indeed. Right, just run you through the team that we've picked. Hopefully we get a few of these right by Wednesday night. We're going with Fraser Forster in nets. We're going a back four of Jeremy Frimpong, Christopher Ayer, Christopher Julian and Greg Taylor. We're going Scott Brown and Callum McGregor in front of them. We then think it will be Olivier and Cham and Tom Rogic in front of them. And then Leigh Griffiths and Odsonne Edouard up front. Prediction?
Yep. Ooh, 2-0.
I think we'll win 2-0 as well. It's got that feel to it.
A hard-fought win.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be easy. I think folk are overrating Kilmarnock a little bit. They have been struggling, and I know they scored 6.
It's not a Steve Clark, come on.
I know they scored 6 at the weekend, but they were playing, League 2 Queen's Park, who have got a new manager. So I think we'll win 2-0. I think it'll be a tough game, but I think we'll come out it feeling better about ourselves. So
here's home.
Yep, let us know below. Do you agree with our team? Do you disagree? Probably, yeah. Give us your thoughts. Who do you think should be playing? And give us a wee prediction as well. Hail, hail.